What's going on, guys? Danny here. And on this video, I'm going to show you a AI agent that I created and I trained in order to create landing pages like this one. Now, this is for my fellow domain investors, domainers out there who may have some valuable domain names, but who don't want to use the big brands landing pages like Afternic, Cedo, et cetera, because we know that those brands they cut a piece of the action, a commission for every domain sale that takes place on their turf, right? So some of you may have considered creating your own landing pages where a visitor can not only land on the page, but engage with the information that's presented. And this is where I'm going to show you right now some of these features that I believe are very valuable for domain investors like you. So this is a real domain that I have acquired that it's for sale. And so in this landing page, it's front and center, right? I'm going to share some of the intent when I created this domain concierge, who I call Domainiac, in order to present this information in an organized manner with a certain intent behind it, right? So one of the first instructions that I gave Domainiac was to search in the internet for a reason for a to do a market research, right? On this domain, right? And using comparable sales and etc. So um, the domain is front and center, right on your face, elegantly presented, cool design, and basically it's promoting this name, right? So that's the whole intent of the landing page, but it has some sections that I want to showcase, right? It's featuring, an introduction, it's calling attention to the name, giving it value, right? Um, as we know in this space, it's all about perceived value, right? So um, this specific domain also doesn't have a buy now price tag, right? It's one of those that we're just gauging, the marketplace and the offers that we get, right? So it has an inquiry button and or buttons throughout with a call to action that's presented in different ways, right? So I'll click on that after I show you some of the sections here. So it did its thing. It did its market research, and it's presenting some numbers. $22 million in AI sales online in 2025, et cetera, et cetera. This is some real-time data that it found. It's got a cool, I don't know what you call this, a ticker banner type thing. Gives us some attention, right? It's pleasant to the eye, and catches the attention, right? It's not a static, mm, boring landing page, right? Next section. Why AI? So some reasons built for the AI payment era. Now the I didn't type any of this. Domainiac put gather this information from the internet and put it here and display beautifully, I think, organized and and 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons why that AI, right? Instant brand clarity, fintech, native AI signal, agentic commerce ready, premium, 6 letter scarcity, very valid reasons, right? Comparables, 5 to 6 letter that AI domain sales. Um, in this section, it's displaying 5 domain names that have been sold recently within the last 3 years, 2023, 25, within the last 3 years with the sale price, of course, the actual domain name, number of letters, category, so tech, SaaS, payments, tech, commerce, etc., and the venue where it was sold, or the venue where it gathered the information actually from. So these are trusted sources, name, bio, Adam, Afternic. Oh, well, this is the actual, after it presents these comparables, it it mentions again PayHot that I make an offer, right? So it's putting it there with these numbers, right? Um, as the intrinsic value is being stacked throughout this landing page. The fintech AI wave is now, and its own explanation, some more numbers, statistics. I'm gonna leave you the link to the actual page. It results of PayHut.ai results in this as this lander. Um, Next section. Who's the ideal buyer, right? It's pre-qualifying a potential um prospect, right? Who should own this asset? Um, Again, it Domainiac came up with these groups, these segments of the audience that best fit uh, this offer. AI is a category defining asset for any company building at the intersection of AI and financial services. The name is short, globally pronounceable, and brand ready from day one. And what you are acquiring now, it's singling out if this prospect, if this visitor got to this section, not just talking to you, right? It's talking to the individual. Well, you're acquiring full domain ownership. It expires in 2028. Transfer via Afternic or escrow.com. So I included Afternic just if there is a potential buyer who feels more comfortable making the transaction through a uh, brand that's recognizable, that it conveys authority, right? Not just someone with a black hood trying to sell a domain name as I am here on this camera. But we are acquiring full domain ownership, instant brand ready asset, appreciating category, secure transaction, make an offer. So as you see throughout the page, throughout this landing page, even this last call to action, ready to own payhut.ai. So there's one, two, submit your offer, start a conversation. They're all buttons, they're clickable buttons. So that was two buttons, and is this a button? No. Okay, there are three opportunities for the user to just go for it, right? View comparable sales. This just takes the person here real quick. So all those three buttons, and last but not least, the domain concierge engages. This is a previous conversation I had with the thing. Um, let us. What I'm gonna do here is I want to start a fresh conversation. That way, you guys get to see the importance of capturing the visitor's information so that it opens the conversation. Now, none of these major marketplaces give you this flexibility, the data, they hang on to the data, they don't tell you who these people are, the brokers, they keep it to themselves, the brands, they keep the data. I come from the e-commerce space where Amazon is the big gorilla in the room that does the same thing. If you're an Amazon seller, if you're selling merchandise on Amazon, as a seller, you never get to obtain the customer data, the buyer's data of your product. That's a power move that these brands play. Well, not here. You get full control of the conversation. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open a new page. That way should open a it should open a fresh conversation here with the agent. Oh, it didn't. Let us do something. So I want you to experience that from the beginning. So I'm gonna quit the share and I'm gonna open a incognito window real quick. Here's my, there you go. Okay, we're back. Now chat with our domain AI concierge, right? So let's experience that. Welcome to PayHut.ai. I'm Domainiac, your domain concierge. What brings you here today? So it's gauging your interest from the get-go, right? So I want to make an offer. I'm researching the domain, a domain investor. So let's just go with I'm I'm just looking around, I'm searching the domain, doing my homework. In response, pleasure to assist with the research. Pay.ai is positioned at the intersection of two high growth sectors, AI-driven financial infrastructure and the premium.ai namespace. We saw a 91% growth in the aftermarket just last year. Real numbers. To give you the most relevant context, are you looking at this for a specific fintech venture? A neobank rebrand, or perhaps a crypto payment platform? Let's just say um, that info I'm not disclosing. Let's see what it comes up with. I understand discretion is standard in the domain acquisition process, isn't it? Blase, blase. To help you frame your research, consider that Payhut is okay. Practically, selling you the domain, right? Okay, let's make an offer. That's great. I'm ready to facilitate that with you, for you. Given the strength of the domain and benchmarks were discussed, what figure do you have in mind? Just giving you some ranges, right? Some ranges, right? From 10 to 25 to 25 to 50 or 50, and let's discuss on a call. I want to say let's go for this lowball, this offer. $100. I appreciate your stopping by. When you're ready to discuss a serious offer, we'll be here. Have a great day. It's not taking any low ballers, right? So, okay, 20 grand. Get serious now. Wow, it dismissed my $100 offer with authority. Like, get back with a real offer. That's a serious starting point. It's not even considering, it's a serious starting point. Certainly gets my attention. Given the current market demand for high-end fintech AI domains, a mid five-figure offer puts us in the right neighborhood for productive negotiation. Would you like to schedule a quick call? Okay, so and next steps, book a call. Now that's when the domain owner intercepts this conversation. Book a call, boom. Okay, this is the Calendly link where the person can book a call. And here's what it asks for the user's um, info. So I'm gonna put I'll use my first and middle name because I used my real names during some tests. Um, and what is he asking me for? And an email address. Say, do you want my phone too? Who checks emails? I check my email too often. Oh, oops, number. My number too. Of course, in a conversational manner, not like these static, boring ass forms that people leave your contact info. This is in a conversational manner, the way people do business, right? Attention, conversation before the conversion, right? Send other portfolio domains. I'm ready to talk numbers. Okay, so I leave my number. Let's pretend that's my number. And this information that the user is leaving, guess what? It gets stored in a database. So it recaps the details. You made a 20 grand offer for payhut.ai, and you left your contact information. Again, the Calendly link is there. So if that person doesn't take an action, we will. Conversation opens up. Uh, now let's see where this data is going to be stored. Now this is the tool that I fully recommend. If you guys are curious on how to create your own Domainiac or a version of Domainiac, talk to me. Let's chat. If you see this is valuable for your domain investing practice, let's definitely chat. Now, it puts that contact right on your database where you can access their information, and it's going to email me the domain owner, or you if you want to participate. Um, it's going to email you with a summary of that conversation, right? So you not only have it here in your dashboard, but you also have it in your email. Few other features I'm going to show you real quick. I don't want to show you all the nuts and bolts, but this agent is using it's a multi-model agent. So it's using ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, Gemini, and it's gathering um, where the conversations come from, which channels, device detection, uh, browser detection, all kinds of cool data and statistics that you can imagine. So you can have a very granular report on where these conversations are coming from. I put this in a clubhouse room earlier in a demonstration on a WhatsApp group with some fellow domainers in my circle, where people participated. People were curious, and some conversations came from here in the US, Canada, Eastern Europe, and of Western Europe. Um, Top countries: US, Canada, Sweden, really. Um, Top regions, top cities, etc., etc. So I wanted to leave you with that, guys. And if this is something that you will be interested in for your own valuable domains, you don't want to give any more commissions to Afternic, to Atom, to Spaceship, um, talk to me. Talk to me again. The link